Well, hello everyone, Miss Amanda here. So first things first, I'm just going to do this on a plate so that you guys can see a little bit better. But by now you should have picked up your kit from Sayville Library. I'm just going to go over what's in it. So first things first is your 2 washers. We're going to go over those in just a second. Next up is our cording. Now you'll notice you have 2 shorter pieces of cording and 1 super long piece of cording. And we will go over what to do with those based on what accessories you want to make. I'm going to grab next is actually what I'm using to decorate, and that is my nail polish. Now you can use acrylic paints, you can use permanent markers, you can use nail polish like I am. If you want to try something else, if you want to use some Mod Podge and some paints, be my guest. Whatever you want to experiment with, just make sure you put a sealant on, like my top coat here. Or you can use spray sealant, or you can use Mod Podge like I said. Now of course the last thing in your kit is going to be your beads, and there are a bunch of different sizes and colors in there. So first things first is the washers. Now I'm going to pull one up so that we can see it a little bit better. Now these are just your run-of-the-mill washers. You can get them at any hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, anything like that. As you can see, I'm going to try and get this to focus a little bit better so you guys can see. There is a curved side and a flat side. Now, depending on what you want to do is which side you want to use, or you can use both sides. You can decorate both. Just make sure that they dry completely before you flip them over and do the other side. So first things first, we're going to decorate them. So I'm just going to go through this, and I'm going to very quickly decorate these with my nail polishes. Now as you can see, there's no real exact science to this. On this one I'm just making some stripes, and I'm just going through with my nail polish. You can do dots, you can do swirls, you can make a design. If you're using Mod Podge, I recommend using a layer of Mod Podge, then doing whatever kind of thin paper over it, so nothing thicker than like scrapbook paper, no like cardstock or anything like that, and then putting hopefully you're not as clumsy as me, and then putting another layer on top. So that is what my striped one looks like, and I will throw a coat or 2 of the clear over that. And now I'm just going to do my other one and show you what another one can look like. Now if you're painting, I recommend using the flat side only because it's a little bit easier to control where everything goes. I learned that the hard way with this one because I was on the curved side and everything kind of went everywhere. But for the most part, it doesn't really matter which side you do. Just don't be like me and wait fully before putting on each coat. There we go. Alright, so it's not pictured here, but I did put a full clear coat on the striped one as well. And now I'm just going to sit here and wait for those to completely dry before we move on to the next step. But to show you how to tie them, I'm actually going to use another washer. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to use a plain washer for this part just so that you guys can see the steps a little bit easier. So first things first is how to make the necklace. So this part is probably the simplest. You're going to take your super long cord, you're going to bend it in half so you have that loop at the end. So next up, you're just going to line your washer right over it, and you're going to feed that loop through the center like that. You're going to hold on to that loop, and you're just going to pull the string right through. Now from here, you have your necklace. You have a few options. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw our really big bead from the kit right over both strings. It'll look just like that. And now I'm just going to tie it off in a super simple loop knot. Just go up, make a loop around, and pull the rest of the really long string through it. And that just kind of keeps the bead in place while you're wearing your necklace. And now you can either just tie it simply at the top, or you can do the expandable knot that I have detailed instructions on how to do in the packet. And there we go with the necklace. Now next part is going to be our bracelet. Alright, I'm going to use the same plain washer for this one. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab one of your shorter strings, Now for mine, I did a quick little knot at the end just to help me tie it later. But you can do that at the end, you don't have to do that right away. Now to start off, it's the same exact knot. You just loop through, loop the string through, and pull it tight. That looks familiar. Now you're going to do the exact same thing with your other shorter string on the other side. Just loop around and pull through. And there you have your bracelet. Now you can very simply just tie this to your wrist or your friend's wrist, or you can do the adjustable bracelet knot that is listed in the instructions. I find it's a lot easier to follow the written instructions than try to watch me fumble around with it. Now option number 3 in this kit is to make a keychain, and so here is your jump ring. Oop. As I throw it, don't do that. And we're going to take one of our shorter ones, or you can use your super long one depending on how long you want your keychain to be. You can always cut it, and you're going to do the same thing, do the same knot over and over again. You're going to loop it through, pull it up, make sure you get both of them through there, and pull it through nice and tight. Now what's different about this one is that we are actually going to put the beads on first before we finish it off. So I just grabbed 3 of the smaller beads from the kit. I quickly just threw them on there. Okay, and I have the beginning of my keychain. Now you have 2 options here. You can either just tie it off. I recommend tying it about halfway down so it's a little bit shorter. Of course, you can make the keychain whatever length you want it to be. And just tying it really securely at the end. Make sure you really pull tight. You might want to put like a dab of glue on there just in case. Now that could be it, but there's also a cool way of using up the end of your string. So if you take it and loop it over, go back around and pull it through, you make a knot. Now just continue, keep going down the line. I am actually going to try and lay it down for you guys. Maybe we can see it a little bit clearer if we zoom in a little bit better. Let's see. So as you can see, I have it folded over. We're just going to bring it up around the back and through the hole. You're just going to continue doing that until you reach the beads or you run out of string. Now you can always space these out once you're done. They're not, you know, permanently tied into place, but this is just a fun way of using up that extra string you've got and making the keychain a little sturdier. And there we have it. Those are all 3 items you can make with this week's craft kit. I hope you guys enjoyed today. I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye.